Hi everybody, Dugroz here. Welcome to another episode of Driving with Dugroz. Today we're exploring some of the geographic oddities of the east side of New Orleans, Louisiana. And right now I'm on Dwyer Boulevard, facing westbound. And it looks like the street should go through, but for whatever reason it doesn't as you follow the telephone pole line. So I think originally there was a plan to have a road here, but for some reason it never got continued. I'm going to go ahead and execute a turnaround here. Probably have to do a 3-point turn. And then we're going to head east. Most of these oddities that you're going to see are due to the fact that the city never actually expanded to the east. Although the city planners maybe 50 plus years ago thought that was going to happen. For whatever reason, it didn't. Probably a combination of socioeconomic as well as the factors of geography, weather, etc. So I'm going to continue here across Bullard. Oh no, he's going to let me go. Okay, and you'll see, strangely enough, Dwyer changes from a 2-lane road into a 4-lane parkway. And this sign on my right says Wink Business Park, although a letter's missing. It says Wink Business Park. And it just seems a little too fancy here. Now I was hoping I could go all the way through, but it looks like maybe I'm not going to be able to. They're doing some sort of trash or debris removal up here. Alright, let's rephrase that. I'm definitely not going to be able to. Yep, no way I'm fitting through there. Okay, so that was my attempt at driving on Dwyer Avenue, and that did not work out, so I will now be backing up a nice long ways. So I'm going to take Bullard north to Lake Forest Boulevard, try to cut across, get to the other side of Dwyer, and see if I can come in that way. Now here at Lake Forest and Bullard is a somewhat confusing intersection where we have double stop signs. I came through here earlier. So if you're going straight, you have to stop, go to the middle of the intersection, stop, and then go again. But since I'm turning right, I don't have to. Lake Forest is not quite as confusing, but again, a little unusual that it's set up as a expressway or parkway with, this giant median here. It just seems like they were planning for a lot more traffic when this was built. And you can see the trees on the right edge are kind of overgrown and not as well taken care of as you would kind of expect. Like you assume you're driving to a major metro area here, but you're kind of just going, wherever. Now there are some nice houses over here. Houses to the left, but on the right just a big open field. So I'm going to cross over I-10 here and try to get to the frontage road. Excuse me, not I-10, I-510, and try to get to the frontage road. So I think this is the off-ramp here. So where's the frontage road? Not this. Is this it? I think this is it. Oh boy. Oh, they've got the frontage road closed off. Okay, so that's not an option either. Tires and whatnot. So, well, there goes that plan to come into Dwyer from the other way. They've obviously got all of the far east end of Dwyer completely blocked off. So now I need to go with, well, I don't really have a plan B or a plan C. Alright, continuing on. So I'm going to drive straight on Lake Forest, and it'll take me to a T intersection with, I don't know how it's pronounced. I want to say Mishad or Mashud Boulevard. I am from the Midwest. I'm from Iowa, so I do not know the pronunciations. I apologize. And what we're going to be looking for here is the weird Interstate 10 abandoned exits. And the westmost of the three of those, I'm going to see if I can take that and get onto the interstate. And we're going to end up driving past the abandoned Six Flags as far as I know. So here we have another road, Mishud, that looks like it should be some sort of major thoroughfare, but it's like overrun and out here in the middle of nowhere, and it's definitely seen better days. There, I think on the left is the bus, and yep, that's the old Six Flags right there. We just drove by it. The bus and RV entrance, but I could see like a sky shot type thing, an abandoned roller coaster. And I can still see just a couple of tall attractions off to my left here and there, just peeking through the trees and bushes, which are quite thick. Oak Island. I mean, it looks like this was supposed to be really nice, and the houses over there look decent. But on the right, there's nothing, although I'm going to come up on a development here. It's just weird. It's like dystopian. Right, there are some obstacles in the road up ahead, so I have to be extra careful here. Looks like someone's been clearing rubble, but there is a vehicle driving up ahead of me, for whatever that's worth. I'm not sure what it is worth. I don't know what kind of work they're doing here, but there's some big piles of gravel and rubble off to my right, so I'll have to drive carefully. Now, I was expecting this to be not well maintained, but it is kind of funny to think like if somebody was just looking at the maps and wasn't sure what this road was all about, they could be in for a big surprise. Ooh, got some standing water. Now the maintenance of the road is getting very poor. Or the right or the left? I think the right. Yeah, I might regret this. I do see people coming in from the other side though, so I wonder... Oh, I thought I did. Maybe it's just someone turning around or out for a joyride. Just really hoping to not pop a tire here. That's the main thing. And I would not want to necessarily come down here at night. So we passed a abandoned burned out car number 1. Here's abandoned burned out car number 2. The fact that there's a van up here driving on the wrong side of the road does concern me a little bit. I'll hope it's just a fellow geography buff looking for this weird road and where it comes out. Now the sign up here says ramp closed ahead. I guess we'll find out if that's accurate or not. But I have to imagine the city planners envisioned this as being a major residential area and continuing through. But it is not. Oh boy. This could get awkward. I have to get around somebody else here. I have a feeling they're just dumping garbage. Alright, it says ramp closed, but I'm gonna see if I can get through anyway. Nope, there's somebody else up there that was giving it a shot. So there's a sign for east on 10. I'm gonna go across the bridge and see what I can see here. Well, they seem to be on-ramping. Let's see how this Kia Sportage does. So we're going up and over I-10 now. All those I look to my right and left, it's just like trees and stuff. There's the interstate. Yeah, it looks like that other vehicle was able to get on. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to take the ramp for I-10 eastbound. Still got the big pile of tires up here. I don't know if I've said it or not, but I want to give props to the YouTube channel Geography Beaver, who inspired me to take this mission. If there was a video like top 10 worst maintained interstate on-ramps and off-ramps, this would have to be in the top 10, I would imagine. This is fun. It's like, you know, the post-apocalyptic side of infrastructure. All right, here we go. It said ramp closed, but we're doing it. We're doing it anyway. I don't care what the naysayers say. That no dumping allowed sign, that's really taken seriously, isn't it? Like, do people have tire disposal businesses where they just drive out here and do this kind of stuff? This is almost mock-worthy. Oh boy, not a lot of lead up here. All right, so Bayou Sauvage National Wildlife Refuge. So yeah, obviously they gave up on any development, and it's a wildlife refuge now. There are two other I-10 on-ramp, off-ramps that are both completely closed and abandoned, and I've heard varying stories on how easy or hard they are to spot. So let's keep an eye out for these. There's a bridge up here, so I would assume it's coming up real soon. I'll slow down just a little. Don't want to go much slower than what I'm going, which is 57 right now, roughly. 56, 55, something like that. Yep, that looks like that was probably an off-ramp right there on our right. And yep, you can see a barrier across it just barely with graffiti on it. Alright, so there's number one. And the bridge. Oh, there's a car on the right that had a nasty wreck. Alright, so I see another bridge up ahead. So again, I'll slow down into the upper 50s here, see if we can get a better look. Okay, yep, you can see there that open green area where there probably was a ramp at one time, and I can see the road. There's no barrier. So, I mean, if you wanted to be really adventurous, I'm not going to do it in my rental car. In this particular rental car, at least. You could take the off-ramp and find out what you can find out. And then I'll speed up a little because there's a semi bearing down on me here, but we'll try to look off to the right and see where the on-ramp would have been. Probably right about here. I see another open green area. Yep, you can see it coming in. It's right next to me right now, and here's where it meets, here. Alright, we have explored the abandoned on-ramps and off-ramps of I-10. If this sounds interesting, and you got any value out of this, please click the thumbs up button, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, may your spending be frugal, and may your points be plenteous. Thanks for watching.